If you go down the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. The once magical lyrics of the children's song, The Teddy Bear's Picnic, turns into an ominous warning in the opening credits of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Blood and Honey follows a deformed Pooh and Piglet as they descend into a murderous rampage after Christopher Robin leaves them behind to go college. Forced to fend for themselves, the creatures of 100-Acre Wood began eating each other. Rest in peace to those. 5 years later, Christopher Robin returns to the woods with his wife Mary, in hopes of introducing her to his childhood friends and proving they weren't imaginary. Instead, the couple is terrorized by the monsters. Pooh and Piglet have become brutal and bad monsters, and they're going on a brutal killing spree. Pooh and Piglet of Blood and Honey are a far cry from the beloved characters created by the English author. Waterfield told the press that he received death threats over his horror reimagining of the classic Winnie the Pooh story. He said, "I had petitioned to stop it. I've had death threats. I've had people saying they called the police." However, the movie reportedly made for under $100,000 has also garnered a significant amount of online attention and has already earned over $1 million in Mexico. This prompted film distributor Fathom Events to expand its US launch from what would have been a one-night-only release to a 9-day run in more than 1,500 theaters nationwide. So how did exactly the R-rated Blood and Honey come to be? Although Disney still owns all the rights to the animated cartoon version, so that means the original story as well as the illustrator Shepard's drawing of Pooh, Piglet, Rabbit, etc. all became a fair game for any and all types of adaptations following the end of the 95-year copyright protection term. Frank Waterfield wasted no time jumping on the opportunity to incorporate the characters into his micro-budget slasher flick, with production on Blood and Honey starting early, but the director also seems to have taken pains to avoid bringing down Disney's iron copyright hammer. For instance, the Pooh of Blood and Honey is wearing a red flannel button rather than the red t-shirt of Disney Pooh fame, and popular characters like Tigger don't appear in the film. "We tried to be extremely careful," he said. "We knew there was this line between that, and we knew that the copyright was and what we've done. So we did as much as we could to make sure the film was only based on the 1926 version of it." Still, Blood and Honey has largely been panned by critics, currently sitting at 8% at Rotten Tomatoes. The goal of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was clearly to ruin your childhood